Perfect. And let's start with David Minayo from Marca.
Hi to all. Hi, Magda. I will ask you about, for you, what's the most dangerous player in Olympique de Lyon? Thank you.
Well, that's a good question because there's so many. Is what it feels like. Obviously, we had Shawinga or PSG in our group last year, so we played against Shawinga 2 times, and we could feel the threat that she poses. And she's just a fantastic player, and I think she's settled really well into this Lyon side. So she will be a threat. Diani, always a threat. Really strong 1v1 players. I also think, I mean, we all know Wendy Renard as well from corners, from set pieces. She's extremely strong too. So I think there's enough threats in Lyon, but I hope that we can stop them.
Does it bother you that the people put the name favorite to Lyon in this tie?
No, I think it's natural. I think they have a history in the competition. That is something that we respect a lot. They I don't know how many times they have won this competition, but they definitely have a fantastic history in this tournament. And unfortunately, we don't have the same, but we know our qualities and we know that we are right there to compete against these big clubs. We are also a strong team, but yeah, we accept that they get this favorite, what can you say, stamp.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What? We've got Nagore from Relevo, please, next, staying in Spain.
Yes. Hi, Magda. Here, Nagore from Relevo. I have one question for you. We have seen that recently Alara have renewed her contract with Bayern. You, as a captain, have give her any advice when you are going to play matches like this against Lyon? Thank you.
Yeah, I think first of all, Alara, for her age, is incredibly mature. So she's someone who has her head in the right place already. She is not one of those young players that I feel that I need to help a lot because she's just very focused and very mature, even though she's so young. But we are always there for her to help her with what she needs. I mean, sometimes we forget even that she is so young because she's been with us now for 1.5 years and she feels like any other player really. So it's fantastic that she has signed a new contract. I'm very happy about this. I think her future is extremely bright, and even now it's not only about the future. Like now she is also contributing to our game. So very happy about this signing, and yeah, excited to see where she comes.
Super, thank you. Do you have any more? Or are we okay to move on?
Yeah, we can keep going. Thank you.
Keep going. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Very quickly. Let's go to Claire Watkins, please, from Just Women's Sports.
Hi, Magda. Thank you so much for taking the time. I guess I just wanted to ask about, you have such experience in this competition. What is the mental shift going from the group stage into the knockout rounds for you?
Yeah, I think it is a big difference. It is a mental shift because in the group stage, you kind of always have, or you know that you have time to fix things. If you slip up in one game, you have time to fix it in the next games because the group stage is long and there's time. But here now it's like it's crunch time. It's really important to get that first good result. We have to be ready. We don't have time for slip ups, and I think that is the biggest difference. We're also, for us, we're extremely hungry about reaching this knockout stage because last year, unfortunately, we missed out on it. So I think we have to be aware of the difference. It's about being switched on the day, but we are also looking forward to it so much.
And you mentioned Lyon being possibly the favorites going into this. Is it helpful at all even to take on that underdog mentality, knowing that they are the ones that maybe have a little bit more pressure?
I think that's the way we should spin it in the team. I think we make it a positive thing for us because we know within ourselves that the difference is not that big. You look at all the quarterfinals and the difference is is marginal between all the teams. And I think obviously the ones who ended up first in their groups maybe go in as favorites just because of that. But we know, and Lyon knows, that it's going to be a really tight game. But we also respect Lyon a lot, and we understand the amount of qualities that they have across, from back to front, really.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's go to Rachel from Girls on the Ball, please.
Hi, Magda. I just wanted to ask you about, obviously Bayern are still in a number of competitions and have some pretty big games coming up in the next couple of weeks. I know you have experience juggling that kind of number of games in a short period of time. Do you relish that? And I guess how difficult is it to really focus on one game at a time and not get too far ahead?
Yeah, I mean, that if it is something that my experience has taught me, it is that to just be in the moment, in the present, one game at a time. It is like the biggest cliche in football, maybe, but it is a cliche for a reason, because it is the only way you can do it. Like now, it's even hard for me to talk about the Lyon game because I'm so focused on the game on Friday against Wolfsburg. So that's the only mindset that you can have in these tough moments, because also every game poses a different challenge. You cannot look too far ahead, but I'm extremely excited going into this period. I've been really looking forward to exactly this period of the season, because this is when it all happens. This is when you have to be at your best all the time, especially as a defender. Coming up against amazing strikers is what I love to do. So really looking forward to this period.
And obviously you've played in different leagues and different clubs in Europe. How do you feel that's shaped you as a footballer, and also, I guess, prepared you for big moments like this in your career?
Yeah, I definitely think that moving to different countries, playing against different kind of styles of play, different cultures, it's extremely rewarding as a player. I think it makes me grow so much, and I feel it also gives me confidence knowing that I have come up against these teams before. I have come up against the best players in the world many times, and it gives you one kind of confidence, but also just it just opens your world to football and opens your thinking and understanding of the game as well.
Great, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll go to Naidu from the Zone, please.
Hi, Magda. Hope you're well. I'm going to give my colleague Alexia to take over the questioning, please.
Hi, Magda. Good morning, everyone. So I just wanted to ask you, you will be facing Lyon again now in different colors, as we all know. So how is the preparation and the mental preparation going to be to go against them once again?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm happy that I have played them in this kind of a game before. I know that they gave us an extremely tough task when I was playing for Chelsea. It went all the way to penalties, and I know what a powerhouse they are. I know that you can never rule them out, because we won the first game, and then they came to London, and they made it really difficult for us there. So I think that experience is something that I take with me for sure. I know that it's not just one game; it's a game of 4 halves, really, where you have to be switched on for the whole period and not just peak in a certain time. And I think that's something that Lyon definitely knows, because they're so experienced in this tournament, and it's something that we will talk a lot about in the team before we play them. That it's over 2 games. It's important to not slip up, to be ready from the start, but also to be patient, because you have 80 minutes to play for.
Yeah. And how is the team feeling coming back to the Champions League quarterfinals after such a great start of the Bundesliga?
Yeah, we are super excited. I mean, we were gutted that we missed out on this last season. It was a huge disappointment for us. This is exactly where we want to be. I think this is where we should be as a team. Like you say, we've had a good start domestically, and we've been strong domestically over time. And I think now it's like time to prove ourselves in Europe, to show that we want to compete on all fronts, and that the Champions League is so fun to play as well. So we're really looking forward to the knockout stages.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anne from Scott, please.
Hi, Magda. Thank you. So, as mentioned, Bayern has been very successful so far in both the Champions League, but also in the German league. But what do you think has been the key to the team's success so far?
I think the key for us this season has been our consistency, that we've worked under Alex, the coach, now for some time. It's his third season, and I think things are really starting to click. Things are really starting to work, and it doesn't really matter who is playing on the pitch. I think no matter what, the team looks the same. We are playing the same way, the same principles, and we are really hard to beat. We're really strong. So I think what we've been working on with Alex for many years now is really coming to place. And I think now the relationships within the team is really good, and it's a good mood. And yeah, it's just, I feel like we are coming into this period now really, really well prepared and ready to just give everything and see how far it can take us.
Thank you. And you also mentioned that you will be switched on for the full 180 minutes, but how important do you think that the first leg at home in Munich is going to be for you?
I mean, it is crucial. It's a different thing starting at home to starting away. So we know that we're gonna have to use this home advantage in the first game, but also know that, okay, if we don't, we can absolutely go to Lyon away and get a result there too. But obviously, getting off to a good start is our main target, and we know we are strong at the campus, so we will do everything we can to get a really good result there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then finally, Drew Diamond. Obviously, we've rattled through quite quickly, so what I would suggest is if anyone's got some final questions after Drew, if you just kind of raise your hand in Zoom, and we could probably rattle through another couple.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So more of a personal one to start off with. You're very experienced in the Champions League. You've won it, times before. But it is currently the only available trophy that Bayern are still yet to win. What would it mean to you on a personal level to be part of that part of history in the club?
I mean, I almost get goosebumps thinking about how much it would mean. So it's hard to express how much it would mean. It is a trophy that I also haven't won yet, and if it would be my first time to do it together with this team, this group of girls that I'm with at the moment, it would mean so much because it's a fantastic group of girls. It's really a team environment. There are no egos. No one is above anyone else. There's no superstars. Everyone is working together against this common goal, which is winning as many trophies as we can. And we are feeling really good in each other's company. And then I think winning means even more when you're in a group like that.
Yeah, of course. And it's been touched on slightly by the previous speakers, but obviously you've beaten teams like Juventus and Arsenal throughout the campaign so far, finishing second in the group. Would you say that Lyon kind of represent the biggest challenge so far and the largest hurdle?
Definitely. I think they are showing domestically in their league, also throughout the group stage, what a strong team that they have. They still are a powerhouse in women's football. They have that history. They have those players who have played in these games, so many of these kind of games. So they're definitely going to be our biggest test so far of the season. But I also think timing-wise, it's a really good time for us to play them because we feel really strong at the moment. I think we are ready for this challenge.
Perfect. Thank you. It was great to speak to you again, Magda. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Rachel, I see your hand up.
Just one more, if that's all right. I wanted to ask about what you learned from the group stage, because obviously difficult last year, but this year you kind of had everything. You had dominant wins, surprising draw, perhaps a loss. It feels like you were able to take a huge amount from just a few games.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot. We probably learned the most last year when we actually didn't go through in the group, and that those learnings we brought into this group stage, and we didn't allow ourselves to slip up this time. And I think, yes, like you mentioned, we had that draw away to Vålerenga, but I think that was the only one, and we all knew that, it was going to be a one-off. And I think obviously we were also really close to getting a good result in London and finishing top of the group, but didn't happen this time, but I think we were really strong throughout the period of the group stage. It was a really tough group, so that experience gives us a lot of confidence going into the knockout stages.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then just Alexia, your hands up.
Yeah, thank you. Just also one more. For you, what's the difference about this year's tournament in terms of competition from the last year and also from the last time you faced Lyon when you were in your other team? Thank you.
Sorry, say the question again.
For you, what's the difference between this year's competition against the last year's competition regarding the level and everything, and also the last time you faced Lyon in this stage of the tournament?
I think this year, like I said before, every quarterfinal is so tight in terms of the quality and comparing the teams. I think last year it always felt like there was a clear favorite in all the ties, but this year the quarterfinals seems really exciting, and I think it's really good for the tournament that it will be really close games. It's very hard to predict which team will go through from these quarterfinals. So I think that's really exciting, and I think Lyon as a team, they have a core of players who are still there from the time when I played them, but then they've added a few spices of Shawinga, Diani, and Dumonet, who are players who are extremely sharp, extremely quick, extremely like X factor players who can make a difference for them.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I don't see any other hands up, so I guess that just leaves me to say thank you so much, Magda, for your time, and thank you to everyone attending this press conference today. And I hope you all enjoy the game next week. And Magda, wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.